Treasurer Scott Morrison claimed that the year 2017 had seen record jobs growth, but we found that was oversimplified. Former Treasurer Wayne Swan claimed the government had delivered the same amount of wage growth in 5 years that Labor delivered in just one. That was in the ballpark. A counterpoint from the government was that wages had been growing steadily over the past decade, outstripping inflation. But that was not the full story. And opposition leader Bill Shorten claimed that the government had cut $1.2 billion from aged care. But we found that was misleading. The Me Too movement saw another watershed year for women, and battered by allegations of bullying in the Liberal Party, the government was eager to claw back the high ground. But Fact Check found the level of women in the parliamentary party had barely changed since John Howard was first elected. And it was overstated to say that Mr Morrison's cabinet contained more women. It was also fair to say that Australia had fallen in the World Gender Equality Rankings. Not only did we ping the politicians, there were some left-of-field claims from outside the Canberra bubble too. ACTU Secretary Sally McManus gave a faithful account of the Pope's stance on wage theft and eternal damnation. Meanwhile, the often repeated claim that 2/3 of Australia's food production relies on bee pollination was overstated. And is obesity on the rise while sugar consumption is down? That's spin from soft drink giant Coca-Cola Amatil. Now, the claim that got the biggest response from you, our Fact Check followers, was this one from Tony Abbott.
There is a very serious situation developing in South Africa. Something like 400 white farmers have been murdered, brutally murdered, over the last 12 months.
We found Mr Abbott's claim to be baseless. Well, that's it for Fact Check in 2018. For more info, head to the website, and we'll be back in 2019 with another dose of reality.